What is cracking? What's poppin', fam? How is everyone doing this evening? What's cracking, everybody? I know, barely. 3 days to go. Hey, Gretchen. What is going on? What is up? Obs, how are you? What is cracking, everybody? What's cracking? Hey, girl. Hey. How are you? What's poppin', everybody? Thank you. Yes, we are in the home stretch. 3 days to go. What is going on? Is it Miss Allen? Miss Allen? I feel like it's Miss Allen. I know. Yay. Very cool. Let's see what this little... Oh, she left? No, she didn't leave. Let's see how calm she stays today. This little psychopath. Let's see. Yes, Pride Paul is absolutely jamming to the music. He is jamming. She's been okay. Today she was fairly calm. Fairly. She tried it when we got downstairs though. She tried it. Paul is reminding everyone, don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks, Paul. Hey girl, I'll help you out. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I need to have sounds with that. I gotta figure that out next. What is cracking, everybody? How are you? Ooh, that music ended right at the perfect timing when the countdown timer ended. So that was good stuff, How is everyone doing? We are here with day 97. I absolutely cannot believe it. 97 with 3 days to go. We are down to the absolute wire in these streets. So, Paul seems like with all the squats, those things on Pride Paul will be trimmer. Yes. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Yeah, I was talking about that today. I was in the Streamer Accelerator class with Loria Petrucci in Live Streaming Pros. And I was talking about my 100 days commitment. And I absolutely gave props to all of you guys. I definitely gave props to Angie in saying that having a partner who understands and who supports you is crucial 100%. So thank you very much, Angelica Jimenez. So I can say your whole government. I feel like my head is getting cut off. Let me come down a little bit. There you go. That's better. All right. That's better. I did some things with my lighting. And you guys probably wouldn't have even noticed had I said anything. But I did do some things with my lighting. I've had a light sitting in the corner behind me. Let me see, how can I show you? Right over there-ish. Right behind the overlay that you can't see. But right over there-ish, I had a light sitting for months. Literally, I'm not even exaggerating, 4 months. That I had been planning to use as a key light You did notice it was brighter. Okay, cool. I noticed just as a, not a key light, as a hair light that I wanted to have kind of right over here to just separate me from the background. You know how hair lights work and stuff like that. Let's see what is happening here. Oh, look, I got my webcam. I was trying to figure that out. That's the GoPro camera there, but spoke too soon. But while we're at it, why don't I show you guys, and I will make the lights a little bit brighter since we're here. Let's go bright white, and there's Dakoa being crazy girl. And let me come back over here. So right there, if I come over this way, this light right here, that's actually an Elgato key light. Mr. James Hicks was so gracious. We're talking about months ago. My stair strip is in chase mode. What stair strip? Oh, yes, the stair. Yes. The stair strip is in chase mode. Yes, not that lighting though. So I've had that key light. It's an Elgato key light. I've had that key light sitting for quite some time, and I wanted to use it as a hair light. So if we come over here, and you can't notice it too much. I mean, you can see, I guess, when it's kind of the regular brightness, I would say you can't notice too much of a difference. However, if I do use my colored lights, so if I switch to, you know, any of these colors, that's where it absolutely makes a difference. So let's test it out. So I'll show you. So prior to today and what all of my other streams looked like, I just had to press the right button, was like this. So this is how I have been streaming the last year and a half since I got to the house, because I only had this key light here, which if I turn off all the, no, I want to turn off all the lights, then that's what it looks like with no lights on. And then if I come back, just turn these on one by one, the way I have had it is this is my regular key light, which is cool. And the lighting, I can make this brighter if I wanted to. Right now, this specific key light on my left-hand side, the brightness is actually at 15%. And if I bring this up a little bit more, so if I wanted to make myself get brighter, but then you see, I kind of start to get washed out as well. Right now, that's at 20%. I mean, these are bright lights. If I bring this up to 50, ooh, that's bad. Too close. Very bad. I don't need it that bright. So I'm going to bring this down to 15, and I keep it at 1500 Kelvin for my complexion and how I have everything set up. It goes to like 7,000. So this is 7,000 Kelvin. So if let's say I keep it at, let's say 50% here. So now we're at 50% brightness, and you can see that it makes me look paler. That's at the coolest Kelvin. And Koa's going crazy. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, she's not doing it anymore. But she is. Why? Why is this dog so weird? Okay. Just had to show you guys that. Hold on. Where are we? Come back over here. Okay. And let me look at the light again. So this is at 7,000 Kelvin with 50% brightness. And then it goes all the way down to 2,900 Kelvin, which is very orangey and not what I want at all. And so, you know, what I normally keep it at is at 4,700 Kelvin. All right, that's 4,700. And then I'll bring the brightness down to 15%. And this is how I have been streaming with you guys. But like I said, I've had my, oh my God, she's got the zoomies. This will be fun. I've had this key light sitting there for a while. And so I was like, today, let me mount it. And I had to, really, it was all laziness because I had to mount it to the ceiling and I needed to get the right placement and stuff. It was just laziness. So I'm going to turn the hair light back on and you'll just see where then, and that's, so now that we can look at the before and after, it's just going to separate me a little bit more from the background. right? So if we go in and I turned that on, give the camera a little bit to adjust, you can still see that the blue, there's some blue lighting, but it just makes me a little bit brighter. And then the hair light, I do have it at the same, the 4700 Kelvin, and the brightness I have at 24%. I've messed around with it between 30%. I think 30% looks pretty good. Because then if I go back down, right, this is 20% here. I guess that's still okay. Let me see. Let's turn it off. Yeah, because you don't want it to be too subtle. But I think 30% for now is pretty good. And then what is this? Is this blue? This is in fact blue. And now that's purple. So you can see a little subtleness. But anyway, yes, crazy dog. Too many shiny spots at that brightness. Yeah, too many. Right at the other when I had it. I won't steal her joy. I will not steal her joy. As long as she doesn't interrupt me in my stream, we are good to go. Let's see. All right. So let me just fix some of this stuff here and have a little touch of red. And now we're good to go. And I have the chasing strip behind me. I was messing around with some of the settings. I was just trying to figure it all out. But anyway. And then so if we go back, I spent the last 10 minutes trying to figure out, because it's like I get the GoPro camera to work and then I don't get it to work. And then that can be kind of annoying. So now I don't have it as a shortcut there. But if we come over here, that's the GoPro, the webcam. Finally got it to work over this way. And so one of the things that I noticed with this here, and I can kind of, I think, can I get this to sit? There you go. Took the battery out. So the battery is out. I took the media mod off because it wasn't showing up for whatever reason. So I took the media mod off, took the battery out because there was someone else in Ecamm that had pointed me to a video that said that sometimes you have a hard time, and someone on YouTube had suggested taking the battery out, and that's because of overheating and stuff. So the battery is not in. It's connected directly via USB-C. And then the other thing that's important, it's all about like succession with this stuff, was that it wasn't initially showing up because it looked like Ecamm was using it. So I had to shut down Ecamm. And when I shut down Ecamm, it showed up in the GoPro webcam software. It turned on and it was fine. And then as soon as it showed up in the GoPro webcam software, then I restarted Ecamm, and now here we are under GoPro webcam. Did that make sense? I don't know if that made sense, but this here is with the GoPro. So the lighting is a little weird, and that's probably because I kept messing around with it. I'm sure with the lighting here, I don't know if I change the lighting to bright white, if that'll help it kind of reset, because the lighting with GoPro cameras can be a little finicky. Now that looks definitely better. If I change it back to red, yeah, it's kind of trying to compensate so you can see it does. And that's just a setting that I would need to change. And I do have it on the wide format right now. So if I come back over here, and so it's sitting right, I put it right here on top of the road. If I take off the black and white so you can see the colors, there you go. The GoPro is literally right here. It's this little box. So I sat it right on top of the Rodecaster Pro facing me here. And that's this angle. So you can kind of see then pretty much my teleprompter, my monitor, and then the office that way. The mess that I usually hide, that's back here. Anyway, so I'm going to keep messing with that because I have had problems with it, where sometimes it wants to show up, sometimes it doesn't want to show up. So I think I figured out now how to get it to show up consistently. I'll try it again tomorrow and then we'll see. But it is pretty cool if you wanted to have an additional angle. I wouldn't use my GoPro, the 10, because this is the 10. I wouldn't use that all the time as a permanent, like just as an angle, just to be used. This one here, the Ecamm, that is a GoPro Hero 3. You can get them used for like $40 on eBay. So for like a quick angle like that to have an additional camera, that's good quality. That's decent. $40. I've had mine for ever. So, you know, for me, it's like, all right, I can throw that up there and that's actually pretty cool. But to have my GoPro 10 permanently, no. Paul says white balance. Yeah, it probably is it. I didn't mess with any of the settings and stuff, so I'm sure, you know, I have it optimized so it can be for outside because, you know, I use it mostly outside. So I'm sure if I went in and maybe did the spot meter, that's probably would be the best thing, where I set the lights the way it's going to be permanently in here and then just select the spot meter, and that'll probably be a little bit better. Paul has a question. Paul says, what is the orange thing belong to your iPad on my teleprompter? This here, this is just the case. What is it? The folio case is all. If I believe this is what you're talking about. Yeah, this is the folio case, because I don't think that there's anything else that I keep on there. So that is that. What is going on, Nano? How are you? Caleb, how are you? What is cracking? Did that move? I feel like it might have moved. Yeah. Okay, cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So I guess we can hang out in this mode for a little bit. Don't fall. Can hang out with this. This is actually a pretty cool angle if I were to like do, get another mount, because I have I don't think I can show you guys. I don't think it comes up on the screen here. No. But I do have the Elgato mount there with my key light. So it's literally back there, right behind where I'm pointing. There is the Elgato desk mount. So if I wanted to keep that as an angle where I just wanted to prop stuff up, a camera up every now and again, I can actually use like one of the articulating arms, like the Manfrotto arms, or you guys can see it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can see it. So let me just hide my stuff here, because I can't see it because I have a bunch of stuff. Hold on. Hide controls. Oh, yeah. So you see I have an arm here, this arm, and I mounted this to the wall here, and this is one of those articulating arm thingies. So this one I kind of made into a special, can I show you guys? There you go. I'll kind of hold it this way. So I have this, come over here, this black, this is like a ceiling mount for cameras, and I connected, you guys can't really see it, let me see. Move all this stuff out the way. Ah. Okay. I'm just making a mess of my desk. All right, there you go. So this is a black, one of those black like CCTV camera holder things. And then I took one of those like spigot things that go into the, they go to, like into like camera stands and the photo light stands. And I put an adapter here. And I basically, because this goes into a tripod head. So I made, these two pieces are adapters right here to connect it to this. I mounted this into the wall here, and then with this articulating arm, that's how I use I set up my Rode NTG as an overhead microphone. And so what I'm thinking is that if I wanted to keep this as an angle, right? So if I wanted to just kind of keep this permanently here, kind of like an angle, this over here, you can see I have the pole for the Elgato key light. So in theory, I can buy another arm and just clamp it kind of right over here and have it come up and over. And then it'll be mounted like right here, and I can let it sit. All right, so for now, I'm gonna keep you on the, now I gotta put all of this stuff back. Keep you on the Rodecaster Pro for now. Speaking of which, I got my RMA for the Rodecaster Pro, and I gotta send it in. So now I have to figure out when I send it in, and he said that it's gonna take, let me just hide these cables back here. Okay. All right. He said it's going to take, the repair turnaround time is about 3 to 4 weeks. He said that he can put a rush on it. That'll cut it like a week. So I'll be without my Rodecaster Pro for about 2 to 3 weeks. Which means I would have to decide on what I'm going to do for a microphone setup. I can then just maybe use this one through USB-C and the Rode Connect app, or through USB-C, Ecamm sees it. So I don't even need Rode Connect, but I can just use that one. I have my Rode Wireless Goes, and then I also have the Shure MV7 that I can just, use with the software and connect it that way. I was trying to see if I would get the Wave XLR. I did find a few places used to see if I can get a good deal on it. The Wave XLR has been sold used like on Mercari and stuff for like $100. So I was like, all right, maybe I get to try those cool VST things and that software. So I am thinking about doing that only if I can find one used. If I can't find one used, then I'll just use my stuff that I already have. But I do have to send it out before. So it's been a year. Yeah, I have like 6 months left because with the Rode Wireless Go, you get 2 years extended warranty or 2 years warranty. And so I have to make sure that I send it in, because why would I not get it sent in if it's covered and it's under warranty? It was under normal wear and tear. Okay. All right. So now, ooh, that changed on its own. That was weird. Why did that change on its own? How did that change on its own? I didn't do anything. Oh. So the GoPro, see, this is why I wanted to test it. All of a sudden, it's not showing up in my camera switcher anymore. Show preview. It's still on. That's interesting. So it's still on my end, but it's a black screen under show preview, and it stopped showing up in the camera switcher altogether. Well, that's not reliable. That's a problem. Let me try that. Let me quit. And then Koa always makes me so worried that she has show preview. Oh, yes, I said your name. Do you see this? Hold on, let me switch. Let me see if I can stay still. Oh, now I have to start Ecamm all over again so you can't see it. That's so weird. So it showed a black screen. I quit the GoPro software. It's still on. So it never turned off on my end. It's still, the GoPro is actually still on. I quit the GoPro software, started the GoPro software again, and it's still on. However, because it shut down in the middle of Ecamm, or in the middle of me being on a live stream, it is no longer showing up in my camera switcher. And so we had this problem before. And if that ever happens to you, the only way that you get to fix it is that you have to restart Ecamm, and it will show up in the camera switcher again. But that's counterproductive. That's counterproductive when you're live streaming. So we're not going to do that. That's so weird. All right, I digress. So let's just come back over here. And okay, here we are. And let me just turn all of that off for now. Don't want to put any undue stress. And unplug that. So much for that experiment with the GoPro. Okay. So I did promise that we were going to create some Pride overlays. We got Pride Paul hanging out with us this evening. Pride Paul's right over here. So Pride Paul is hanging out with us this evening. And we're going to do some quick overlays, Twitch, streamer, OBS, Ecamm, all of those good inspired overlays. So let's do a couple of things. I am going to come in and do a screen share over here. And I'm actually just going to keep this at my cam link this way. That's cool. Bring this bad boy over here like this. All right. Very cool. And we are good to go. Lewis, what is cracking? How are you doing today? Environmental Coffee House, what is popping? Yes, I am 3 days to go. 3 days to go. We are almost there. We're almost there. All right, so here are some things. I did Pride OL book overlay for the rest of the month. Did you? Oh, I gotta check it out. Very cool. That is very cool, Gretchen. That makes me smile. Well, thank you. So let's go in. And one of the things that I did, right? Oh, let me make this a little bit smaller. And this is with anything. You know, I've heard a few content creators talk about just trying to find your inspiration from other places and, you know, seeing what you like. I heard it the very first time I heard that was, I actually heard that from Bradley Vincent, because, you know, Bradley does his own overlays as well. And Bradley always said that he would always be on alert for the things that he liked, and he would always take pictures of it. So if he was watching the news or like sports, and he liked how the sportscasters would have, let's say the ticker on the bottom, or like how the lower thirds were, or the bugs, Bradley always said that he would take a picture of whatever it was that he liked so he can have it in his phone. And then when he had time, he would go back into Keynote and try to rebuild that. So getting the inspiration from somewhere. I was on Michelle from LBC Branding, her stream this weekend, and she was building out her website using Canva. And she said the same thing of, you know, looking for inspiration, and she like does things like go to Pinterest and go to Etsy for inspiration, and then just kind of building out that way. And so we are gonna, well, you can do one of two things. What I actually did was initially I did Pride inspired overlays, and then from within Pride inspired overlays, bring myself over here since we have so much dead space over here. And so I'll stop messing with this soon, I promise. There you go. And all I did was really look at the ads, honestly. So you see you got like this here, Twitch, OBS, and all of those. If it works in like OBS, Twitch, as long as it's a PNG file, you guys know that we can make it work in Ecamm. So that's another thing. If you are looking for overlays, I would just say overlays, or just say OBS or Twitch or something like that, because it's going to be, they're more popular, they're more well known, so you'll be able to find more there. So I kind of started here, so you can see in Etsy they actually sell some. So this package here, $6, and let's see what this looks like. So I thought that this stuff kind of, I was like, oh, okay, I like these ideas. So if we just take a look, let's come in. Let me close this here. Why? Okay, here you go. So this is pretty cool, right? So a stream starting soon. In the background, just a rainbow. You can put some good wording, and you know, you can do a camera overlay somewhere over here. And actually what I want to do is Doom, 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 doom. Since we are doing a demonstration. Perfect. So you can do a camera overlay kind of over here. And let's see what else. This is obviously for gamers. So they have the gamers video feed here. This is the chat here. And then this is the screen share here. So again, just to get kind of inspiration. So they're using the same exact background. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can see getting a background that you like, making that background the same. I'll show how we can do that in Ecamm. This is cool. This is just a regular box, right? You like the stream starting soon. So I like that one too. That's what caught my eye, Gretchen. I like that one too. I thought this was really cool, and it's simple, right? Where it's just kind of some, I would say maybe like a galaxy style background, just with this big rainbow coming down and then just simple wording. So that definitely caught my eye. What I also liked about this was, like I said, these boxes here, but then these boxes have the colors of the rainbow kind of like a gradient. I thought that was cute. You can see it a little bit better here where there's the border. Here you go. You can see the border of the boxes itself. You can see, right? It switches into colors. Let's see. And then here's a be right back window. And then the stream ended, right? So that's one, just like I said, kind of like an inspiration. There were one or two that I saw. Not these. No. Oh, it might have been maybe if I went down further. So let me back out of Etsy, because then they had a few. Because, you know, the cool thing with Etsy is that then they show you recommended ones. And so, nope, not there. I could have sworn there was one other one that I liked a lot. Here we go. This one I thought was really cool because it's simple, right? So even here, something like this where you have your stream starting soon, that we can do in Canva really easy. It's just a white background. This is kind of like, it looks like an audio file, right? Like wave files rather, just a little in different colors. And then here, the overlays. All right, so those are cool. I'm like, all right, I like that. Simple. We can definitely do that in Canva. Let's see. All right. Hearings on. Love you too, Environmental. Appreciate it. Always appreciate the support. Thank you for coming through. You know how we do. All right, so let's go back. And so, like I said, just kind of going in, perusing through the pictures, seeing what we have, seeing, you know, a combination between them of, all right, what do you think speaks to your personality? What do you think speaks to you? And this, you know, we're going to do it for Pride Month, but you can kind of do these, moderator that me, Vecteezy, they have photos. Is that, send me the link, Paul, I'll bring it up. Hey, I'm not going to say no to that. Let's see. So Pride stream pack. Was there anything else? Let me see. What does this look like? This stream pack? No, not for me. And that's, I mean, it's very basic. $5, I guess. I'm not mad at it. Pride Twitch overlay. Let's see. What do we have here? All right. So we have some more. These are all string lights. So they're not like, these are, I guess I don't want to say anything bad about it. They're just not my style. So what we're going to do is go between this one and, hey, what happened here? Did I miss it? Nope. Go between this one and this one. And if I come back, let me go back one here. This one was like a package itself that you can buy with different animations. So I'm like, oh, okay, you can animate the hearts. That's pretty cool. You can bring that onto the stream there. Not that I would necessarily use that. Thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate you. It helps if you type it correctly. Yeah, that's okay. Let's come back. So, was there anything here? What's this one? I don't really like this here. But So for me, I would say looking at all of these, what I did like as the inspiration was really the borders, the boxes, and having the borders with the colors, right? What do we have here? This Pride Twitch overlay, but there's nothing there. Yeah, no. All right, and then let me see. All right. So let's go back in. So the first thing we're gonna do, I always do a new design. I always do a custom size. And I pick my 1920 by 1080. And let's see if we can start with, so for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this. If let's say we want to kind of recreate this one here, because this kind of caught me and Gretchen's eyes. So let's just go back. Where's Canva? So let's just move this window right here so we can go back and forth. I'm going to maybe do a navy-ish color, a bluish color. I don't like that. So let's see. All right, a little bit darker. And then we just kind of start with elements. So I did start looking. You can see recently used. I was trying to see what I liked from these. So these particular ones here, I thought were cool if you wanted to kind of use like this one here. I'm like, all right, that would be kind of cute if you wanted to maybe use that. And hold on, let's come back. Maybe make this over here, bring this down as the edge. And then maybe do like a cutout and have your picture in here. Not necessarily that one. That's a bad one. No. Let's go Command Z. Here. Let's see. But something like this, if I wanted to. So here's the thing. With these. So what I liked about this was that in theory, I can take this background or even like something like this here, right? And let me just bring it from the top down so that we can make it a little bit bigger. Let's center it. And then we can kind of use this here. And let me see, I want to see something. No. Oh, I got to turn off Pro Mouse. Whoa. Hold on. There you go. I don't know. I make this. Hold on. So what I did was I duplicated it kind of. Oh, well, there's multiple ones. So let's delete that. Let's make these. All right, now they're the same size. And all I did was I duplicated it. And I'm going to see if I can kind of just extend this so that it looks like it's kind of the same, right? I would maybe duplicate another one. And what does that look like? Oh, so you see that there is, it does get, you can see the edge of it. Maybe I need to move one over a little bit. Is that what it is? Yeah. All right. So what I did was, let me just start that from scratch. Okay. I'm just deleting all of these and undoing. So now I only have one. So let's say I like this here. And let me move my thing out the way. My bad, guys. I'm going to move Pride Paul over. Pride Paul is going to hang out right over here for now. And this will be the last time I mess around with this. The last time. Do, 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 do. Okay. What's happening? I can't see myself. All right, there you go. Okay, so let's say I wanted to, I like this here, and we wanted to kind of, I wanted to use this maybe as an intro, but you can see that the rainbows don't extend out to the edge. So what I would do is I just duplicated this same exact overlay. I'm pressing the option button, dragging, and I'm just going to bring all of this down on the screen till I get to, let's say, over there. I'm going to duplicate it again and then extend it all the way up. So actually, I got to move this one a little bit. So you can see no, yes. Because. So if I do it like this, what happens is that you can see kind of some of the white on the screen. So if I just come in over here, it would require, I mean, it takes a little bit of work if you really wanted to use this one and extend it out, right? Another thing that I would do, okay, hold on, move this over. What happened here? Make sure that they're lined up perfectly. I guess you can see some of the edges. I don't really like that. It's not, I guess it's not that horrible. And then what I would actually do is then I would take an element. I would just take a square and I would not do that. I would take this square here. I would move this to right over here and I would change the color to be that background shape. And now you didn't even know. It kind of blends in. So I'm going to duplicate that and I'm going to bring this up over here. I can bring it up a little bit more. And now I eliminated that border, right? So now we're good to go. And then I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring this side over here, drag this over, and duplicate it one more time. That was much easier than the other one. For whatever reason, I might have did something wrong. So this one looks much better on this side than what that side did. There's no little, so I might have did something wrong. But now we extended the rainbow out. And let's say I want to use this as an intro scene. So let me see. I don't think, so what I want to do is then I can leave this as is if I don't want to animate it. So we're just going to download this as is. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate you. And so now it's downloaded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open this up. And now we have it opened up. I'm going to minimize Canva so you guys can see this here. Let me hide that. And so what I'm going to do, and now I can bring Pro Mouse back on, is I am going to click on the pencil over here. You can see I got the little pencil guy. And we're going to click on Instant Alpha, which is this guy over here. So I'm going to click on Instant Alpha and click there. And you can see, right? So when I clicked, it highlighted the middle circle because that's all I want to Instant Alpha. I want to highlight that. I want to cut that out because when I bring this into Ecamm, I want my picture to be where that circle is. So I'm going to delete that. And now you can see that that has a gray background. And now all I'm going to do is, where's my Ecamm window? My Ecamm window's here. So I'm going to do a new scene. I'm going to actually do a new folder. Koa. And I'm going to move this folder on top. Let me turn on live demo mode for you guys. Ow, ow. And I'm going to say Pride Month so I can keep myself a little bit organized. And now within my Pride Month folder, I'm going to do a new scene. And now you can see that the background, I already have a background here with colors. And that is because in my, where are you? Within Ecamm, within my overlays window, you can see that I have these two files show in background. So if I hide it, now it's a blank scene. And I have the one that I just showed you guys, this one here. And then I also have this one here if I wanted to use that. For now, I want to just have it black altogether. So then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, because I'm going to click over here. And so the trick when you have this file open in Finder is that you can click where there's like this little icon, right? So you see next to the name, there's always the icon, the picture of the file. If you click on that file, hold on, and now drag it, this gives me, you can see on the screen, and boom, now we're good to go there. So we are good on that aspect. Sammy Superstar, what is cracking? How are you doing today, Sammy? All right, cool. So now I have this. If I wanted to use this as a countdown timer, then all I'm going to do now here as my intro, whatever, bring a camera overlay this way. Turn this. I can turn it into a circle if I wanted to, or I can just kind of drag it and have it fill the screen. Let's say I'm going to do a custom size so I can manipulate it a little bit better. So let's do custom. And all I want to do is just kind of fill this circle. So once I feel like I've filled the circle, if let's say we do a circle, what does that look like? So if I go to shape, circle, and just bring it so that, make it a little bit bigger. And what I would do is I would actually bring this, so now the layers, so that this, I'm actually behind it. And so, because what is cool, so here's the thing that I want you guys to keep in mind with that. So let me turn live demo mode off, because that's also kind of what I did with my overlays, right? So if we come here, the crown and the smiley face, and I'm going to hide Pride Paul for a little bit. The smiley face on the upper right-hand side, this crown on the upper left-hand side, the hearts, that's actually popping up over me. You can very easily take the camera and put it above, but look at what happens. I got to unlock this scene really quick. Look at what happens when you take the camera and you put the overlay above. Now I hide that stuff. So I love camera overlay options, but I still like the creativity of doing this in Canva, taking advantage of instant alpha, and then layering the camera overlays within your created overlay. Because now for me, it's kind of like it gives that 3D dimensional look, right? So like you can see the heart, the crown, that's all within it. So if we just come back to this scene here, you can see here, if I wanted to use this, this is a cool, fun celebration. And you can see, so let's go back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer the camera back on top. Take a look at my forehead. So if we take a look at my forehead, right? Those dots, the little bubbles, the fun stuff kind of gets, I'm over that overlay. But when I go ahead and I layer this where I put the camera, the overlay that we just created as the very top one, now you can see I'm kind of behind it, right? So it gives a whole different aspect where it's like, oh, I'm behind it. Now it's, and then if we look, right, you got the little bubbles, dots, whatever that is. For me personally, I think that makes for a little bit fun stream. It's a little bit more interactive and your overlays look different instead of just throwing the camera on top. Although that looks good too there, but I know you guys are getting what I'm trying to say. So we have that there, and then you can use this, it's driving me crazy. So if we turn live demo, well, you guys can see that the right-hand side, I managed to do the right-hand side so much better than the left-hand side. That line, I got to go back and keep playing with it because clearly I did something wrong that you can see the line there. So, hey, Candace, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. And even for Pride, I wouldn't do this for the whole stream, but I would absolutely use this as my countdown overlay, right? So I would do what I normally do. So let's actually just hang out in live demo mode for a little bit. I'm going to close this here. And Gretchen says, you inspired me to create a stream starting soon. While I have been watching, going to use it tonight. Just added it. Fantastic. Very cool. All right. So let's see. So let me turn live demo mode back on here. Right. So if I were to use this as my intro scene, what are some things that I would do? I have my timer. So I'm going to bring my timer in. I'm going to bring this down. Right. I always do 3 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and do 3 minutes. I think I'm going to use white since this background. Yeah, we're going to do white. And I'll leave everything else the same. Add. And I'll bring this bad boy right over here. Right. And we can leave it hang out. And what's cool about this and what I like is because then the same thing. So if I'm going to double click on it, right? Make sure you click on go to next scene when it's finished. So using this as my intro countdown, it's going to be for 3 minutes. I'll associate whatever music. So if I wanted to, let me just come back in and let's look at the music. Where are my sound effects? Doom, 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 doom. Let's say I wanted to associate this song here. I'm going to get a different song, but let's say I wanted to associate this song, or I have some cool reggaeton ones. Let me see this one here. Maybe. That's kind of loud. So let me lower this really quick. Let's do this one here. And if not, we'll leave it, but. So let's say I wanted to associate this one. I used to use this one, right? We're going to add this to the scene. And so now I've built out let me just do so I can keep an eye on you guys over here. Cool. So now we got the countdown. Hey, y'all, what's cracking? I have a cool, fun Pride scene. What I would actually do as well. So what I'm going to do is we're going to stop that. Cool. I built out my. Okay, we're done. So we're going to go back to, and yes, live demo mode is off. Yeah. Yes, live demo mode is off. So let's go back to the screen share. That's the wrong one. Okay. Save. Cancel. All right. And let's open Canva back up. If we come back, so there were some cool ones. So we can do here where they have choose love, happy Pride month, happy Pride. You can see they got the little hands here. So if I wanted to add something else on here, like if I just wanted to say, let's say happy Pride month, then I don't like that one. Yeah, maybe in the corner. Nah, I don't like that one. All right, so what I want to come back is, and usually the recommendations sometimes are pretty cool. Here, love is love. I don't like any of these. So I'm just going to come back, and all I did was, honestly, I just put Pride. And they gave me so many different ones here. And so this is where, like, Pride is every day. I don't like the way the words are written, the font here. Let's see. And if anything, I can type in happy Pride, but this is cute. Bring this down. Bring this over here. Maybe over this way. Make this a little bit bigger. All right. I really would like one that says, This Pride Month is pretty cool. All right, so this Pride Month one, and kind of have that in the corner over here. I have the timer. All right, so we're just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna download this really quick. Okay, let this download here. It downloaded. We're gonna do the same exact thing. We're gonna click on our little markup tool, click on Instant Alpha, click on the circle, delete that. And now, minimize this, come back into here. Gonna mute the sound effects for now. I'm gonna delete that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to drag the icon here, and now we're good to go. Fix my layers. Oh, yep, it worked because it's behind it. And my countdown timer is here. Countdown timer on top. The countdown timer is there. And now we're good. So then if I wanted, so now let's just come from here, let's switch. Hey. Oh, because it's muted. And now we're good, right? So if I wanted to use this for the rest of the month as my intro, now then it is my intro. I'll leave this. I'll probably tidy up. I will probably tidy up that corner, this corner over here with the lines to make it look more like that corner, because clearly I can do it. I just probably didn't line it up the right way. So I'll keep messing with that. But this will be my intro, a cool little fun for Pride Month. All right. So now we have and let me just label this in Ecamm, my intro scene. And now let's go back to Canva and yes. Kevin, what is cracking? How are you doing today? And so I'm going to go back home. I'm going to create another new design, custom size, 1920 by 1080. And we're just going to go to elements, and then I'll do the same thing because here I wanted to see what they had. So there were a few different options. We go back to, they have like, I can look for that kind of rainbow there, but that was the thing. And you see it happened instantly. Oh, let me move my thing over. It happened instantly for Gretchen, right? That she was like, oh my God, you gave me the inspiration. How great was that? And so that's the purpose of going to Etsy, going to like just searching online and stuff like that. Kevin's here, hit the end sequence. Yes. Very good. But just getting your inspiration. So let's take a look here. Some of these, I mean, I don't know if I would use this. The bricks I thought was cool as a background. I might use the bricks. I'm a fan of bricks. I have exposed brick wall in my house, so that is too bland. But what I did like were things like this. So if I were to, let's say, go back, let's say we use that same color, the bluish color. For now, I'm just going to choose that color. And let's go back to elements. Come on, Pride. Scroll back down. You can do something cool, right? And maybe like that. And just have it, right, where it's simple. And it doesn't have to be like blatant flag or anything like that. But for me, I got to figure this out. I would probably do something cool like that, you know? Just have something and maybe like a little pride on the bottom. Or maybe probably I can do something cool like this and then just bring my camera overlay here where it doesn't have to be over the top. It doesn't have to be like grandiose. So just those are some ideas. We can add a page just to kind of keep the things going. Let's see. I really do like this script here. So I actually don't like that. I like this one there. And I would maybe keep that kind of here. on the corner. All right, so I'm gonna do a new page, and I just want to see a few different ones. Even something like this is pretty cool, where what I would do is I would maybe kind of have it. So if I were to bring in, let's go to an element, and let's say I'm gonna bring in my box here, right? So for my camera, because then what I would do is I would just kind of like alpha this out. So bring this down a little bit. And what I try to do here is that I try to make sure that when I'm doing these, I leave enough on the bottom for the Facebook comments so that I don't bring it up into my camera itself, but I leave enough space. So I'd probably move this a little bit, kind of like that. And then I'd take this here. Bring forward. And I would probably do Pro Mouse. I got to change that setting. Well, for now, I'll just do Control C. Command C, Command V. Bring this over this way and maybe rotate it. Oh, and that's kind of fun where if maybe I had this come a little bit, maybe if I send it backward again and then played around with this and brought it down. Maybe, but just to give you guys ideas, or even the hearts, that's actually pretty cool. Where if I were to maybe make this smaller and have the hearts come out kind of like that, send that backwards. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I like that instead. Command Z. And then bring this out a little bit. Right? So something cool like that. Let's see, let's go back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this square here because the square I'm going to leave and we'll make it a darker color. I'm going to make this a gray because I'm just going to alpha that out, or a little bit lighter because it needs to be the opposite of the main color. So I know that I'm going to alpha this gray out. Then we're just going to go back and we're just going to type in Pride because this I want to be my main scene here. And then let's keep looking for little things. I could also bring this back because for whatever reason, I really like this. And then kind of have it this way, maybe. Make it a little bit bigger if I wanted to. All right, I'm going to delete these. I don't like these that much. I lied. And maybe have something like this. Maybe. Let's see. I won't waste too much time because I just want to do the intro and end scene. Another idea. So I'm going to delete that. So you can kind of do the hearts if you wanted to, right? You can do the hearts. Actually, you can do the hearts. Check this out. And we can just duplicate these a bunch of times, right? And make it kind of like a stamp. That's cute. Oh, that's actually really cute. Let me come back and stamp these all along. And just like double them up, kind of like that. Then bring this down. I'm going to fix that other one. I don't like this here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this so that the hearts are kind of. And then just keep stamping these out. All right. I mean, it's a bit much, but for Pride Month, it's cute. I like the little hearts. So just to give you different ideas. So if I were to go back and let's say I duplicate this page. All right, let me see. Oh my God, no. Whoosh. All right, that's fine. So I'm going to actually duplicate this page. I'm going to delete this here. Another idea. So what made me think of that was these like little curtains on the top. And it doesn't have to be with Pride. It can be different things. But where were the little curtain guys? Like this. This is what I thought of here. Where if I brought the little curtain guys here. All right, come on. And then drag these up. And then make the little curtains kind of like that. And I'd probably bring it a little bit higher because I do the same thing with the square. So Control C, and then bring that square here. And then what I would do is then bring these forward. I'm going to make them a little bit smaller. And that could be like, not smaller, but higher, I guess. Like that. Like that. All right. What is cracking? What is up? How are you doing? Ready to give birth, I'm sure. What has that been like? How is everything? That put a smile on my face. What's up, girl? I hope you are doing well. Thank you for sharing your story and your journey with us on Facebook because I do enjoy it. So there's another one, or like even something like this. That's what I mean by like the little curtains, where if you wanted to make it like along the bottom, and you can kind of do something like that. This is too girly for my taste, but for Pride, that's actually cute. Again, too girly. So, but I for Pride, I guess it's cool. You're over it. So I figured, but I didn't want to say that. You know, Angie has told me her stories from being pregnant. And I've heard that towards the end, it's like, all right, I love this baby, but ja. Okay, so let's say I have these three here. Let me see. So there's that one, that one. I feel like this one's a little bit plainish. Let's bring this square up and let's see what this looks like over here. Maybe it actually might end up not being that bad. Can I make this a little bit bigger here? Bring this up. It actually might not be that bad. Because then what I would do is I would bring this here. This is probably more me. Forward. Yeah, this is probably, and then go like this. This is absolutely more me. This blue, I don't know how I feel about this blue though. I really don't know. No. Orange gets washed out. The purple's okay. That yellow's pretty cool. The arrows, some of these arrows get washed out, but all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these. These are all three different overlays that are cute. And what we are going to do is I'm going to share these here because now these will be different variations of scenes. So I'm going to download this. It's going to download as a zip file. Which one, Kim? Let me know which one you like. All right. So this downloaded as a zip file. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize this here, and then we're going to come back over here, open these up. And these are the three that we did. So we're going to open them up one by one. So here's this one here, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the pencil, instant alpha, and just alpha this gray. Nope. This one, this gray, I instant alpha'd it out. Cool. One thing to be mindful of, look at the Pride letters. You can see here that there's some gray. So I'm going to gray out this little corner here. Gray out in the D. Oh, I got to move my head out the way. Hold on. I lost my Ecamm window. Okay, cool. Sorry. So let me just, can I undo that to show you guys? No, I cannot undo that. That's fine. Oh, I lost myself. Ay, coño. Undo cut overlays. Undo. There you go. Okay. So there was the little D. There was a gray, kind of like how you see in the P. There's the gray. So nope. I'm going to click on the P right here. Get that out. In the E, get that out. Get out the little gray that's right there. And just get these small pieces here. All right. And now this whole pride is going to be out. This I will use. This is more India. The blue pride with the yellow is popping. Yeah, the blue was cute, but the yellow was more of that, like it stands out. All right, cool. So now we alpha'd that one out. So I'm going to keep these little by little. So we alpha'd that out. Let's go back to the second one here. So let's open that up. Do the same thing over here. This one's definitely plain. And so let's do the same thing here. And that's cool. There's nothing else that I'm going to do with that. And let's get the third one. And this third one here. Move this here. All right, cool. This is the little heart stamps. Alpha out this. All right. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into Ecamm. And we're going to come back over here. And we're going to do 3 separate scenes. 2, 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to bring in each of those. So I'm going to make this, let's turn on live demo mode right quick so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Make this smaller. Make all of these smaller. Just so we can see the Ecamm window. All right, cool. And here's the first one. So I'm going to drag on the icon, bring that over. And bring in a... Nano, why you say that? You're so funny. And so we can... So I love taking advantage. So with the Ecamm overlay, I always, with this type of stuff, I will do custom, bring it up to the edge to the corner. And right now I have a border. So I'm going to see if I mess around with this and see what this looks like with the border. Because I think the black against the white will look kind of cool. Maybe not. So now here's the thing to be mindful of, right? Remember this pride, this is where layering everything is going to come into effect. And that's why I like using the instant alpha, because you can see here that this pride is over. So when I tuck myself, if I don't layer this real quick and I leave this where the camera overlays on top, we're going to cover that pride. So for now, that's okay. All I want to do is I just want to just get it so that it looks like it's about right. I'm going to leave the white border for now. Then I'm going to come to my overlays, and you can see over here with the overlays that the cam link is on top here. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this one, the border, above on top. Boom. And I can mess around with the borders more if I wanted to. So now that's what we would have to do. So now that it's layered, I'm just going to go ahead and drag this and manipulate. Nope, not that. Got to drag the right one. There you go. And just mess around with this here. And I do need to, because I have square edges. So I just want to make it a little bit cornered. Yeah, that's okay. And now we're good. And that looks good. So let me turn off live demo mode here. And how cool is that? I really like this. This will be what I'm going to use. I really like this. I love the little pride thing over here in the corner. I like how I slanted that. Simple. And now here's the thing. I am not a beast. Thank you, Nano, but I am not a beast at graphic design. But it's cool. It's just playing around with stuff. And all I did was go into Etsy, see what I like, and say, all right, so how can I put my style on it? Laura, how are you? I will message you, if not today, by tomorrow. Okay, so here's the other thing, right? So remember when I was talking about leaving enough space on the bottom. So if I wanted to go back and I wanted to have the space on the bottom, that's actually okay. So I would do a few things maybe. I would maybe make my square a little bit smaller, possibly, so that I can bring the the comments down over this way, right? So that they just take up the border. Or the other thing that I would do, now here's the trick. Let's go back into live demo mode so I can show you guys, for those of you guys that use Ecamm, right? I'm going to close this here. I'm going to close all of these. We're not done just yet, actually. So what I want to show you is with the overlays. If you take a look, at the top of my overlays in Ecamm, you see I have the show in all scenes. And then over here, I actually have comments saved within show in all scenes. I have two, one from OBS, one from Paul, and then one from a Facebook user. Those are three different overlays that I have saved, because that's how I actually get to customize the overlays, the placement, so that they show the same every single time within Ecamm. Right, so I'm going to bring up Paul's comment real quick. All I'm going to do is, and you can see over here, there's the eyeball. I have them hidden. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show that. Now that shows up on screen here, and it's going to stay, because this is going to give me now the ability to change certain things. So if, let's say, I want to now mess around with the placement, that I want the comment not to be like covering this here. I don't want it that too much. So what I'm going to do is just drag it so that I can see that it aligns. We're good to go there. And the size, right? So it looks like this comment. So if I turn off live demo mode, it looks like the comment is a part of that square there. So I like that. If, let's say, I wanted to have the border around the comment stand out a little bit, I'm just going to double click on this. So I'm going to turn live demo mode back on and going to hide my controls. And then I'm going to click on this here. And now you can see this is how I mess around with my comments, right? So you can change the font, so you can highlight it. You can change your font. I'm going to leave all of that the same because I like how my comments look. The only thing I'm going to say is this border. If I wanted to make the border, right now it's at 3. If I wanted to make the border, that's the border width around it. Oh, let's go back to 3 because 3 was good. I like 3. The margin, so that's fine. I'll leave that at 25. Hey. And let's say I just wanted to change this to maybe a grayish. See what that looks like. I'm going to hit save. And you can't really tell. I like it at the white because, like I said, it looks, if I come in, so I'm going to hit save and leave that. Turn off live demo mode. So the gray kind of blends in. I'm going to leave it at the white. Koa, what are you doing? Koa looks like she's trying to be suspicious doing something. So I'm just going to go back to this border and change this back to white because I do like where this looks like the comment itself is just following along the border. So we're good there. That scene is fine. I'm going to just go back into these and I'm just going to drag these 3 here. There's that one. Come back into this scene here so I can close that so I can customize these better. Yeah, I agree, Nano. The white is definitely better. All right, cool. And now we're going to do the same thing. Bring in a camera overlay here and go into custom. So I'm going to, my shape, let's turn live demo mode back on so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to do a custom shape and then do the same thing. Just drag this down, fit this in this way, kind of like that. Change my order, put the overlay on top. And now you can see I got to move this around because if I left it down, you can see on the very top, that there's black right along here because the overlay is not big enough. So I'll just move this up and then drag this down like that. And now we're good to go. Turn live demo mode off. That's okay. I probably should have kept it the same. So maybe taking the flowers off on the bottom and maybe just, but I just wanted to show you guys different things. And then let's go into where the hearts are. Turn live demo mode back on. Bring in a camera overlay. Do the same exact thing. Bring this over here. Change my size to custom size. Bring this down all the way. Hi, Koa. And then layer this one up on top. And now we're good to go. And turn live demo mode off. That's kind of cute. Not my style. So out of all of these that I did, this is absolutely my style. I would 100% use this all the time. This is probably what you guys are going to see for the next month while I do my streams. This one I'm cool with as well. What I probably would do is if I wanted to keep the running scene, I probably am going to go back and change this blue background to yellow. So like that when it switches, there is a consistency from one scene to another. I may make some subtle changes. Thank you, Paul. Paul is reminding you guys, don't forget to hit that like button if you have not already. And let's see. So I'm just going to go back to Canva. We're going to wrap up. Nope, not live demo mode. What do I want to do? I want to show my controls here and come back to my screen share over here. Let's bring Canva back up. I can hide the comment from Mr. Moderator. And let's bring Canva back up here. Let's create. I'm going to go back home. Actually, can I go back? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this square because I want to keep the same size. So I copied that square. Now I'm going to go back home, create a new design, custom size, 1920 by 1080. And can I bring the square in really quick? The square did not come in. Paste. That's okay. So let's go to elements. And let's say we wanted to do maybe the end, the stream ending. I do like these rainbows like that on the edges. And then maybe like a thanks for watching. So what I would maybe do, kind of similar to what I've done, I think YouTube end scenes, because I have my own end scene, right? So you can see that they have different ones here. They have thanks for watching. They have all of these. I don't remember. And I think if I just do YouTube, well, if I spell YouTube right, that's first off. Koa keeps leaving. Oh no, she's not. She's playing. I don't want to say her name too much because then, you know, that's gonna. Nope. So if I click on this, usually, so if with the Mac, and see, there's no magic recommendations, and I don't like that. I don't remember when I got mine. Excuse me. And we can just honestly. Let me see. There were. We can probably make our own. All right, cool. I will. Thank you, Nano. I definitely will. Because I know that I had some. I've done some here. Let me take a look back here. So we can do a smaller square. So what I can do, actually, let me see. This one? No. This one here. Oh, because these are videos. So if let's say we were not that, keep the theme colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here. That I believe that was the theme color. For now, I'm not going to go too crazy, but I'm going to choose that. And then we can kind of do the same thing. Do an element, go here, turn this into a rectangle. Of what you think. Just a little bit bigger. So I can kind of, and we can make our own end scene, right? If I wanted to make it just a little bit bigger, kind of bring this way, or if you wanted to have it maybe centered. All right, I'm going to change the color of that so we can easily alpha that out. That's cool. And elements, rainbow. So if we type in rainbow, because like I said, I do like how these rainbows are here at the two edges. So if we click on rainbow and we kind of go through, see what they have, maybe rainbow banner. That's what that is. That's kind of like a banner. All right, maybe not. Nope. Doom. Gonna try to save some time here. So I'm gonna pick something that I wouldn't normally pick. You guys can, you know, just to get the gist of it. Why? I really don't like any of these. So something like this I like, just minus the, I would want just like kind of like that. But how? No, I don't like how that's going to be for the corner. See, because if we go back and we look at this, it's kind of like flowy. That's cool. That's what I'm trying to see. Something flowy and cool like that. Oh, these were like the squares that I wanted. I like that. Can I save this? You can. I'm gonna star that. Let's look at these magic recommendations because I wanted a rectangle like this. So this is what I would want, but to turn it into a rectangle kind of for, so you see like a gradient, but this is more of a square. I would have really wanted a rectangle to have it as my border for my picture or my camera overlay. All right, I'm about to call this quits. Why no square? I'm going to look for square and we're going to come back to this tomorrow is what's going to happen. Because I'm going to find the ones that I like and then save it. All right, so for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this here. Put one in the corner, kind of like that there. So let's do rainbow rectangle. No, why? So there's this one. That's a good kind of. So we're getting close because then I can just kind of go like that. That's a good idea, Nano. So I don't necessarily like that one, but let's go back. Let's actually come in, go here, and then bring this above, kind of like that. Can I make this any bigger? All right. I don't necessarily like that one, but you're along the lines of what I'm thinking. These video files are cool. I can't even technically do the video file, but that's going to take a lot of work. So maybe I'll look at, so these, that might be for tomorrow. bringing in like a video file, kind of like that, a moving video file, making it a little bit smaller. But then there's some extra work that's going to go into for that, but I will revisit that. Nope. So you see something kind of like this, but just a gradient is what I want. All right, we're going to leave this as is. We may have to come back to the end scene tomorrow's because I want to make sure that I do enough research to get it to be what I really want it to look like. So let me just try one more thing. Yeah, I don't really like, I mean, it could be, the thing is that it's technically like this, but you see, these are like pastel. I don't like that. But it's, you know, if we go back and we look at it, I like that style. I don't like this pastel drawing, but if I wanted to just kind of, in theory, make that look the same way, can kind of be like this a little bit. Bring that there. Take a look here. All right, so there's another one. Bring this down over that way. I'm going to make this square just a little bit bigger. Maybe a little bit smaller. Hey, what happened? Oh, I moved it like a silly girl. I didn't copy it. There you go. All right, let's rotate that. West side, what's popping? And then bring this over this way. Kind of, maybe. I'd probably use these. This is more of an India thing. Here, bring this. This is definitely more of a me thing here. Kind of like that. The yellows get caught. That's okay though. And maybe do one or two. Kind of like that. All right, there you go. And then do another one. Like that there. Send that one backward. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these. Let's group those. Bring this over. Hey. Command Z. And then I'm going to Control, Option drag. Bring this over here. Drag this a little bit this way. All right. And that's cool. I want to get some of the yellows. All right, let me see. What does that look like? That's pretty cool. Let me just duplicate one of these one more time. Get some of the blues up there. Okay, so now we have that. My camera's going to go here. And then if we come back and stream ended, thanks for watching. So then what I would actually do is then maybe then at that point, I would probably do Happy Pride. I should have favorited that one. I was referring to my wavy. Oh, your gay card has just been pulled. Red always goes on top. I didn't know that, Paul. Gosh, ow. Ow, coño. I am blaming you. I hit my elbow, Paul, and that's all your fault. Fuck. Paul. Damn you. I hit my funny bone. All right, here. That's so funny. I really didn't know that. All right, so then here, and what I would probably do then is I really like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to text. I'm just going to add a heading. I'm going to type in happy, right? I'm going to make it all big here. Happy. Turn this to what does white look like? Can I bring this white over here? Hey. All right. And come over here. And let's look for some script fonts. Red on top and red on the left. All right, I got to fix it, but I'll fix that after the stream tomorrow. All right, so let me see. So script, I'm going to see if I can try to get Happy Pride. Make this a little bit over here. Make this bigger. So there's no, oh, can we do that? Can we? Oh, it doesn't let us change the colors. That would be cool if it gave us the option for the effects. So it's so funny. It says photo colors, but it doesn't let us change the font to those photo colors, or it doesn't give kind of a gradient. Is it under effects? No, that's the one thing we don't really have an option for. So I guess here, maybe I'm not going to go too crazy. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to bring this over this way. I do not like that purple. I'd probably leave it white before. Come on. All right. White. Happy Pride. Let me make this straight. Make the both of them straight. And script. Anything else? Is there any other one? Ooh, what's this? Feeling passionate. That kind of matches. I just got to make it smaller. Let's see. Nope. Let's go back. Oh, I don't even know. Playlist script. Yeah, I'm just going to leave this here. And crop this in over here. Maybe effects. Do I want a shadow? Oh my goodness. Did you guys hear that? This freaking dog. All right. So there's that. Can I straighten this a little bit? Okay. Happy Pride. And then a subheading. If I wanted to have that. Thanks for watching. Make this here. Do white. And whatever font that was. I have no idea. What font is this? This is, oh, playlist script. So we're just going to come back. I want to keep that same font. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bring this right over here. And I'm just going to leave this as is for now. This can be my end scene. So I'm going to share this really quick. And I'm sure I will go in and make some adjustments. All right. Bring this in over here. I probably should have done a border. So I'm going to find the square because I want to have the square with that like little rainbow border. All right. But for now, I'm just going to go in, gray this part out. And minimize this here. Make this window smaller. Over this way. Go back into my scene here. Add a new scene. Drag this over here. Do a, let's turn on live demo mode. So now you guys are seeing I can hide this here. Camera overlay. Bring myself. Custom, change the custom size. Here. And actually, I didn't need to bring in the box, I guess. If I would have put stuff over it, like if I would have put maybe these splatters on my box, I guess I could have done that if I wanted to, kind of like on the edges. Because it's not going to really make a difference if I layer this over this way. I can make the border a little bit bigger. Yeah, there you go. So now the border looks a little bit bigger. That's better there with the placement. the picture is technically behind it. And if I turn live demo mode off, now here we go. And then that can be my end scene. Happy Pride. Thanks for watching. I would absolutely maybe change the thanks for watching and make it bolder, put the white or something, because that kind of definitely gets lost. Maybe do like the way I did with the gray. The yellow gets lost, so I might have to figure out, but you know. So coming in here, and so what I'm going to do is one last thing. I keep saying one last thing. One last thing. Bring Chrome back up, and what I'm actually going to do is go back to that original design. Let's say I want to leave it as is. I'm going to come back to this design. And that's so weird. Let me see. So, yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. You can see it. I wanted to try to fix that, but gonna leave that as is. Then the background, change this background. Oh my goodness. Yeah, crop the edge. Maybe make the yellow a little bit darker so that the pride stands out. Yeah, I'll fix that stuff, definitely. Thank you guys. I'll fix that when I get off the phone. Not when I get off the phone. When we get off the stream, I'll keep messing with it. But what I want to do is I want to change this background. So let me change the background. Nope. All right, so let's go there. Move this here. Change this to the yellow for now to have it match up. Here's this. Here's that. Oh, I got to change this pride. See, this pride won't work. Oh, I got to mess. Oh, I just messed up the whole thing. I got to figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, hold on. Oh, I think I know what I did. It might be that it's not the same size. Yeah, that's what it is. So let me delete that, because this one you can see that there's two different overlays and they are like, they blend in very well with one another. Oh, I see. All right, so I got to keep messing with it. And then let me see. I'll figure it out. And then, so I want to fix this on the bottom really quick. So all I'm going to do is just bring in this little rectangle to just cover up this stuff. Change this color to the same background. Okay. Well, this added a whole like gradient, so I'm going to have to figure this. No. Oh, I just messed up everything. I don't know. I don't even know what I did now. That means it's time to eat is what it means. Let's come back over here. Okay, that's better. Oh no, what happened? Don't yell at me. She's like, you hear her yelling at me? She's so fresh. Stop yelling. Are you, oh, you heard something. No, go yell. Go see what that is. She's actually not yelling at me. Okay. So it's not as bad. I gotta fix it. Maybe. There you go. I still gotta fix it. If I didn't point it out to you guys probably wouldn't even notice it, honestly. So we'll bring this over here. Send backward. Nope. Send to the back. Nope. You like the blue better? Thank you so much, Gretchen. I appreciate you. All right, so then I gotta go back. I'll fix it. If anything, I'll leave the blue. Because the blue, if we just come back. I guess that's not as bad. I just gotta figure out that one line. And then if we come in, and then I come here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I do like this one. This one is definitely my favorite. My favoritist. And then the last thing I wanted to do was, where are we? Where are my scenes? So then I'm just going to do and the end scene. Oh, I did do the end scene. See, time to go. Time to eat. And there's the end scene. So I'll mess around with this stuff. We'll come back tomorrow. I'll mess around with this stuff because I got to figure out the letters as well. The thanks for watching. I got to see what I like. But this is my favorite one out of all of them. So I will absolutely be using this. Make some adjustments here. See what I like and mess around with it. And that is it. Blue is more dramatic. Gay guy. I mean, that's true. Well, that's why, you know what, Paul? Not for nothing. That's what made me choose the blue in the first place, especially because there are so many colors. With the rainbow, you're 100% right. With that dramatic effect, you need something that's bold so that it will be contrasting to the rainbow itself. And so that's why I chose that blue. It was just that when we went in and, you know, for this particular scene here, I thought the yellow looked really good for that. And it doesn't have to be. I'm trying to figure for continuity. That's why I like the two. But I'll figure it out. I'll keep working. Koa absolutely went upstairs to go check on what that is. So check on me, guys. Let me make sure there's nobody trying to do anything crazy. But that is all she wrote. I guess I'll use my end scene for now. And we'll kind of, what I'm going to also mess around with is I want to, and I guess I can do it. I would like to turn my end scene into of an animated effect. So kind of a bouncy thing, and then just bring in the Ecamm overlay so it can be just like that. So I'll figure it out. That'll be for tomorrow. All right, mi gente, I appreciate you. It has been real. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Is that the right way? Oh, this is the right way. Here you go. Paul, don't yell at me. Happy Pride. Appreciate you guys. I am also working with Ecamm. We will be doing some things to celebrate. June is Pride Month. So stay tuned. There are some cool things that I'm going to try to make happen this month. So as usual, oh, wait. Oh, I did it wrong. 3 days to go. 3 days to go. I can't believe we're at the absolute tail end of this. 3 days to go. I'm on day 97. It has been real. I absolutely appreciate every single one of you guys. Your support has been, I can't even put words to it. So thank you. I will be back tomorrow with just 2 days to go and day 98 of my 100 days countdown. All right, you guys. Peace out. Nos vemos. Buenos nachos. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Less than on hand. I know, Paul. I know. I'll stay a little bit because apparently, you know, there's always a delay.